Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Pegassi Tempesta in Grand Theft Auto Online. It's been a very long time since I've actually just done a Tempesta customization. Obviously we did the Tempesta customization battle a little while ago. It wasn't too long ago. But it's been a while since I've actually done just a solo customization of this car. It's on sale this week, so I figured I would give it another go. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the armor, all the way up on that, obviously, the brakes, all the way up on those as well. Now for the front bumper option on this car, you know, I wish that they would add some more customization to the Tempesta. I feel like this is one of those cars that really deserves it, and I think it could definitely use some more like front splitter options and stuff like that. With that being said, without a splitter on it, it looks pretty basic. With one, it looks a little too aggressive, but we can kind of join it up with some other options here. So I think what I'm going to do is go for the custom carbon splitter, and then we're going to fix it up later. Roll cage, we could add one into the vehicle. I don't really want one though, personally, so I'm going to leave that off. For the engine, we're going to go all the way up on that for sure. Now for the exhaust, this is another option on this car that makes no sense. It's like they put on these secondary colored exhausts that just look absolutely terrible. I feel like if you ever see somebody with a dual exit exhaust instead of the stock exhaust on a Tempesta, this is one of the only times that I will condone it, but you can absolutely grief them. Like, just destroy that person. You don't have to tell them why, because they will know why. Like, you gotta be a little bit insane to put these exhausts on your car, I feel like. So obviously we're staying stock with that. Now for the hood options, we do have quite a few different ones. We got the performance hood. The performance hood just basically adds a little ridge in the middle of the hood. It's very hard to notice, honestly, so I'm probably not going to go with that one. We do have the aggressor hood. We also have the carbon aggressor hood as well. The twin vent hood is kind of cool. The carbon twin vent is okay. The high performance hood is pretty interesting. That's like some STO type of thing. The Tempest is based off the Huracan, if that wasn't apparent to you guys. This really looks like an STO hood, which is really weird because the STO didn't come out for several years after the Tempesta did. I guess what it could be based off is the actual like Huracan race car. So I guess that's what it's based off of. Not really sure which one I want to go for. I think that I kind of want to go for the aggressor hood. I feel like it's kind of the best fitting option for what we've selected otherwise on the car so far. So I think I'm going to go aggressor hood. I think that looks pretty nice. So we'll do that. For the headlights, we will go xenon. We will actually throw a neon kit on just to lower the center of gravity a little bit, make the car handle ever so slightly better. For the plate, I could go SA exempt or I could go yellow and black. I think I'm going to go yellow and black though. Now for the color of the car itself. Now I do have well, not really new, but my crew color. Not really a super fan of it though. I don't think it's going to look too good. I feel like the Tempesta is just like the Huracan. It looks good in like literally any color that you put it in. I have never, ever done a red Tempesta though, and I'm kind of feeling like I want to do that today. I'm kind of thinking I want to go for a Grace Red. So I'm going to go Grace Red for the primary. I'm going to go Grace Red for the secondary, and we're going to see what this looks like. Now I could still go back on this. It is a little bit of a darker red. Like it's still bright, but it's kind of dark in the front, and in like a low light situation, it wouldn't have as much pop as like something like Torino Red, obviously. Like let's just look at Torino Red here quickly. See, that's just a little too bright though. I kind of like the more like the texture of this, but with that being said, let's see about a pearlescent. Is there anything we can do here with the pearlescent to make it look any different, any better? Maybe a gold pearlescent. What about that? A little bit of a gold pearl on there, that might not be too bad. Or maybe bronze. You know what, let's do a bronze pearl just to kind of, I don't know, change up the colors just a little bit. Now for the roof, we have the aerial option. That like NPC put this on his car in the customization battle. That was one of the many reasons why he may or may not have lost. I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, but yeah, go check out the customization battle if you guys haven't seen it. For the side skirts on the car, I'm just going to go with like the basic like custom skirts just to extend it a little bit, but not too aggressive or anything like that. And for the wings, you got the tuner wing. We have the GT wing. We also have the carbon wing, which is the only good looking one, and the carbon wing type 2 is like okay as well, but it's still pretty big. And then there's the high level GT wing, which is just a no-go. So we're gonna go carbon wing because it looks like the Huracan Performante. So let's do that. Race transmission, let's go for that. The turbo as well, let's throw that on there. Now for the wheels, I've been curious about this for a while. I wanted to see what the modern mesh looked like on here. Now, unfortunately, I don't have them unlocked, so we can't actually put them on. The forged star also look absolutely incredible. I need to get those rims. I really need to get those rims. I have the Ice Storm. Those are kind of cool, actually. Like, I don't like the rivets that are on the rims themselves, but they're actually kind of not a bad. You know, I'm just gonna throw them on for right now, just to see what they look like in like black. Yeah, see, they work, but those rivets are really, really bright and like chrome, I think it looks like. Yeah, they are still chrome. And that completely ruins the whole look for me. So that's really unfortunate because those do look really good. Like if they just didn't have those rivets, they'd be a lot better looking. What a shame. We also have the Super Lux, which isn't bad. We have the high fives. Honestly, I feel like the Super Lux is like a very realistic looking rim that you'd actually see on this car, so maybe we could go for those. I am curious about the sport category though. What do we have in here? Is there anything in here that could work for us? Obviously the Mercies, we all know that. What about, you know, I've never done endos on this car. I think there's a reason for that. They don't look like particularly like phenomenal or anything, but they also don't look awful, so you know, there is that. I think I'm gonna go for the Super Lux. I think it's an interesting rim to put on the car. I feel like it fits well, and I don't think I've ever done that before, so I'm kind of liking that. We will go bulletproof on the tires, of course, and for the windows, we're gonna tint them all the way out, and that's pretty much it. We got the build done. Let's take it outside into the sunlight, and we're gonna see how this thing performs. But before we do that, we gotta listen to it and see how it sounds. The Tempesta sounds pretty good. It sounds just like a Lamborghini in real life, honestly. Like, well, maybe not just like, but like it's got the same like sort of, I don't know, like high-pitched-ish sort of sound, and I think it sounds pretty decent. It's not bad. The Tempesta is on sale this week until Thursday. As soon as the clock basically strikes 12 and it becomes Thursday, it goes off sale. So if you guys are interested in getting a Tempesta when it's discounted, you can do that this week. So that is pretty good. I got this thing for less than $800,000, and even at the best of times when this thing is at full price, which is $1,329,000, this car is still a steal. It is one of the best bang for your buck cars in the entire game. It's kind of similar to the Zentorno in that way because it's relatively cheap for what you get performance wise, and this is a lot of car for that amount of money, and especially if you can get it on sale, it's like a lot of car. Like this thing is phenomenal. Formerly, this was actually the fastest supercar in the game when it came to circuit racing. So that is, you know, that is interesting. At one time, when this thing dominated, everybody was whipping the Tempesta pretty much in circuit races, I remember. And you can see why, because in free mode, it is a phenomenal car to drive. It doesn't understeer, it doesn't oversteer. It's like perfect. Like it's just like the Huracan Performante in real life. It's just a very well-rounded car, and I think that generally the Huracan is regarded as like one of the best supercars that you can buy right now because it's just so versatile. It's like relatively cheap. Obviously in real life it's not like that cheap, but as like an entry-level supercar, you can't really beat it, and I feel like it's the same way in GTA. The Tempesta is a great entry-level supercar. It's going to do every single thing that you want it to do pretty much 100% of the time, and it's never really going to mess up. Like, obviously, would it be nice for it to go a little bit faster in a straight line? Yes, but it like, as a package, it's such a good vehicle that you don't really want to make it too fast, because then the handling might kind of, you know, suffer a little bit, and it might handle a little worse because it goes a little bit faster type of thing. I just feel like it's an overall very good car. It is still a top 20 fastest supercar to this day, I do believe, in GTA Online for racing. Obviously, with HSW included, it becomes a little bit outside of the top 20. I would say it's probably within the top 30, but still, you have to keep in mind how much faster the HSW cars are. This thing could never compete with them. It was never designed to compete with them. But as a free mode car and as a car that looks great and is fun to drive, I don't really think you can beat the Tempesta for the money. It is absolutely phenomenal in every single way. I love how it looks. I love how it drives. The customization, yeah, it's weak for sure. It needs more customization. Rockstar should add more customization to the Tempesta. But, you know, regardless of that, it is still a phenomenal car, and it is definitely one that I would recommend picking up, whether you're looking at it on sale or not. If it's on sale, you should 1,000,000% buy it. And if it's at full price, you should 1,000,000% buy it, as long as you have the money. You know, it being on sale is just an extra incentive for me to, you know, tell you guys, yes, you should buy the Tempesta. But, you know, if it's at full price or if it's on sale, you should buy the Tempesta regardless, because it is a phenomenal vehicle for free mode. Might not win you any races anymore, but you know what? You're still going to have a lot of fun doing the races themselves. So, you know, the Tempesta, it's a great car in my books. I am definitely personally biased. I love this car, but I'm not going to tell you guys, you know, a lie. I'm not going to say it's a terrible car. It's not, you know, I'm not going to say that. So pick up a Tempesta if you guys are interested in getting one, especially while it's on sale. If you're watching this in the future when it's not on sale, still buy one anyways. You might as well. For 1.3 mil, you really cannot go wrong with this thing. You can fully upgrade it for pretty much under $1.5 million, and you're going to have a great car on your hands. Anyway, guys, there you have it. That is pretty much all I have to say about the Pegassi Tempesta in Grand Theft Auto Online. You guys should definitely pick one of these things up if you guys have the opportunity to do so, especially this week, but also at any point in time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.